Many of us dream of making video games for a living. How can you make the dream a reality? How can you learn the skills you'll need to win a job on a development team? Can taking courses in video game development help? First, we asked two executives who hire development teams what you're going to be up against.
In hiring the 22 artists for the team, we probably looked at over a couple hundred sort of resumes, demos, websites, and things.
But last year there were 2,000 formal applications for 60 intern slots.
These are tough odds. What can help you beat them? More and more colleges and schools are now offering courses and even degrees in video game development. But a degree from one of those schools can be quite an investment of time and money. How much will those courses help? For some students at some schools, it's just the edge they need.
Students now are going through school, not only are they playing games in their spare time, but they're building game-like assets in art school. They're building game programs as thesis projects in computer science, and they're showing up on our doorstep ready to make dramatic immediate impact and ready to be leaders within about 3 years of one of these $10 million projects.
At the Art Institute of California at San Francisco, the game program includes courses like game design, game prototyping, scripting, math, logic, and animation. At Cogswell Polytechnical, also near San Francisco, some of the unique exercises push your creativity to another level. For example, to focus on 3D character development, these students made sculptures of themselves as animals.
I was shocked to learn that in order to draw, you go through what is mostly an anatomy class. You have to learn the bone structure of a human and the muscle structure, and then you learn kind of the rendering of the details, like the hair and everything. So it takes a lot of work.
Students discover what a nightmare it is to make a game. How much time and energy and commitment, how much soul-searching evenings when you have to face getting your character into work inside the game engine or going home to get 2 hours sleep before your classes start again the next morning.
The Game Art and Design program originated from talking to the industry and getting feedback from them that they were looking for students that had an understanding of the game process and strong teamwork.
And then show her full, then she burps, then she covers him out.
It's crucial to get experience working in a team environment. To work by yourself at home is an entirely different experience. You have to learn in a team environment to get along with everybody and make sure that you hit all your milestones and all your important deadlines.
It's amazing how much gets done when people get together and they focus on what they're doing. And the energy, the synergy just starts to take over.
And you'll have students here up all night for days in a row, and everyone's just trying to motivate each other, like, come on, just a few more hours, you can do it, you can finish it.
What we've found works best is to go to places that have strong computer graphics programs and strong CS programs and work with the professors, and they can start identifying students who have an aptitude but also motivation, and then we can kind of set up a pipeline.
I had people from Electronic Arts come down and give a presentation on how to do demo reels, and we dragged them into the presentation of what the game club had done. They were just agog. They sat down literally and said, how the hell did you do this guy? This is fantastic. And they went one by one to all the students. So they finally got up to Ashley and they said, Ashley, you've done a great job with these people. We want you to apply for an internship over at Electronic Arts. And he said, well, I don't think my artwork's that good. They said, the hell with artwork, we want you to be a producer.
That was probably the most important thing they were looking for, is someone that was able to drive a project from beginning to completion. You know, motivating, getting together with a group of people and driving a project.
To find talent for his art team, Julian Lau helped teach a course at San Francisco's Academy of Art, where two students distinguished themselves from the rest of the class and now work for him.
One of our animators that we hired from a game school was Jacob Patrick. And one of the great things about looking at his animations and things that he learned and what he did at school was his attention to detail, the movement of the characters, the weight behind it, whether it was moving a heavy object, you know, picking up something, running.
From the Sony animation class, I, as well as the other students, learned the importance of using reference. What they were looking for is to be able to find realistic human movement Many of us think we know how a run looks in our head, but once you actually look at it and try and study how the body actually moves, learn that it could be a lot different than you think.
Emilio came through a different route by just submitting his demo reel. And he was very persistent. And we took a look at his reel and everything and really liked what we saw. It brought him in.
Whoever is going to hire you needs to see how you modeled. It's not just the final object, it's how you created it that it's important, and the steps and the time you took, the details.
Even if you take development courses, the chances of actually getting a job on a real team are slim. We asked how to improve your odds.
Identify your talent. So whoever you are, whatever you want to do, research the industry, understand exactly what it is you want to do. Do you want to be a modeler? Do you want to be a coder? Find out exactly what you want to do, where your talent lies, and then focus on that.
What correlates well with success is the ability to learn. People who can process negative and positive learning, and people who can communicate and listen to their peers turn out to be real valuable.
Will you be one of the next generation of game developers? How will you make your mark on video games?
In 2010, the platforms we create for are going to be 100 to 150 times as powerful as the PlayStation 2. That is just about unimaginable. Kids coming out of school today all have the flexibility to imagine it. They've grown up interactive and going to have richer imagination because of it. And they're going to be the people who can figure out what to do with 100x the hardware power.
Are you up for this challenge? Almost 200 colleges and schools have courses on developing video games. Check the internet for more information. Next issue, we'll look at another way people get their foot in the door of the video game industry, through the test department.